G-string candy, meth candy, and a fleshy guitar. These are the 10 weird candies you should never show to your kids. Part 4. Number 10. Candy G-string. The first thing that comes to mind when you hear the name Candy G-string is whether or not it's a sex toy. And without a doubt, the answer should always be yes. And I suppose that should answer our question about whether or not to get it for your kid. Woke up and looked around the world and thought, the best way to make existence more tolerable is to make more G-strings. But as candies, that Candy G-string is genuinely good to look at. It's like an authentic pouch, but for, the lady parts. In theory, it's a good candy for lovers spicing things up, but we gotta be honest, this is definitely not the sort of candy we should give to little kids. Number 9. Breaking Bad meth candy. We can't say kids stay away from drugs and turn around and hand them the Breaking Bad meth candy. Really, what message would we be passing? Breaking Bad is up there as one of the greatest TV shows of all time. The centerpiece of that show is the crystal meth drug made and sold by Walter White, a chemistry teacher. It's not even difficult to make. If you can boil sugar, then you can make this candy. But let's skip the tutorial. If a candy's named after a drug, especially from a popular TV show about drugs, it is never going to be a good idea to get it for your kids. Number 8. Hannah Montana's penis guitar. Whose idea really was this? Not only does this look like a long, disfigured thumb with a fingerprint shaved off, not only does it mean in a very weird sense that the kids consuming it are in a twisted sense cannibals, but it just has to be said that this candy looks like a schlong. It should have been more accurate if the toys had been named Hannah Banana. To make things worse, there are different versions. There's the guitar-shaped one that straightens up to look like a body part, and then there's the flesh-colored microphone too. Maybe in the innocent eyes of children, this might not resemble something creepy or mischievous, but there is no way an adult looking at those does not think of it in a different way. If you think these were weird, things are about to get weirder. Keep watching to see what's next. Number 7. Uncle Bernie's cremated remains candy. While it might sound hilarious for someone with a dark humor, this is definitely something that would result in an awkward conversation should your kids discover it. Have you ever been to a funeral where you're looking at a big old heavy urn or vase filled with the ashes of the dead person? How completely awkward would it be if at that moment to think to yourself, it'd be fun to eat those ashes? We're presuming this is what happened with whoever made Uncle Bernie's cremated remains candy, which is a sour black cherry flavored candy. This is pretty straightforward. And if this somehow finds it to the hands of little kids, it would surely end up in a pretty awkward situation. I mean, how do you explain to your kids that it's okay to not only make a joke of the deceased, but also go ahead and make a candy out of their ashes? Number 6. Gummy Lighthouse. Look, sometimes you just gotta throw your hands up and accept that this candy design is a huge joke by manufacturers. This makes a lot of sense because when you consider the amount of stages a candy passes before it's available for sale, there is no way no one in the company thought, nah, that's not suitable for kids. The whole gummy animal thing makes sense. Gummy fruit is an absolute steal. But lighthouses? Nope. Especially when they're lying on the side. This looks like one thing and one thing only. A penis, and it's not a lighthouse. So what exactly is it? I don't know either. But don't eat too many or you'll get your stomach pumped. Number 5. Anus chocolate. Whether you agree or not, I think there has to be something wrong for you to knowingly consume a chocolate named anus chocolate. The tagline couldn't be more direct. Edible anus. This is a multi-purpose chocolate. You could eat it alone in your apartment, or you could send it to a loved one on Valentine's Day because nothing says, I love you, more than a butthole-shaped chocolate. And if you want to go even further, this can be the perfect gift for your enemies as well. So here we go for the adult customers, but what about the kids? What questions would one be answering if your kids stumble upon this? The first question would be, what is this? And when the kid realizes what it is, whatever question would be coming up next is for grabs. There is negligence at play if any parent goes out to their kids with a candy called anus chocolate. Number 4. Toe Jammy Cotton Candy. It looks like simple cotton candy, and toe probably tastes the same, but we don't want to ever get close enough to find out. And the first thought that comes with seeing it is, where have we found ourselves again? Why do candy makers always try to make candies that look like body parts? It's understandable when these mini candies are animals or shapes or objects, but why human parts? The Toe Jammy Cotton Candy joins the long list of weird candies that we've seen over the years. Other than the fact that our toes step on everywhere and everything, the foot can be quite an ugly little man. And this candy manages to be even uglier. To eat the toe as candy is like eating an oversized shrimp or a poorly made ice cream. Whatever you wish to compare it with, the fact cannot be ignored. This is a body part in the hand of a child. Starting out, things get even weirder. Keep watching until the end. Number 3. ass gas candy. First off, what in heaven's name are we looking at here? This is by far one of the most interesting candies on the list, especially for its clever double meaning. Ass gas cotton candy is first of all a real gas for family and friends who enjoy farts as jokes. It's a way to give them the gift of their own prudent donkey bag full of delicious blue cotton candy. As fun as this might seem, this candy should definitely not be shown to kids. But we're not talking about how great this candy is. That's if it's great at all. While it does do some fun things, you gotta note that on first look it looks like they're selling farts as candy. This just means if you package something right, humans will buy it. And with a selling description like this, who wouldn't? Ass gas cotton candy is a funny ass gift for family and friends who love strange things. This playful gift is also perfect for any hard-to-buy for candy lover on your gift list, no matter what you're celebrating. Still, definitely not for kids. Number 2, zit poppers. Popping zits, even though weirdly enjoyed, can be quite irritating. But popping zits as a form of candy? I don't think so. If you want to gross someone out, then these zit poppers are just the perfect thing. But are they real, you ask? Will you like these zits in your food? Definitely not. You know how teenagers have faces with so many zits it looks like timestamps? And how you just thought, oh, if I could only pop every single one of them and lick them till I'm filled up? No way. But hey, here we are, questioning whether this candy should be shown to kids. The answer is no, thank you. Each gummy candy has an oozy, sticky goo filling. Each box has assorted flavors of strawberry and watermelon zits. This is no doubt a truly gross Halloween candy. Ew. Combining acne with tasty treats such as candy is bizarre, but also a unique confectionery combination that does attract consumers. You have to really give it up to these guys. This is an innovative candy model, and this amazingly revolting candy just might break out. Number 1, body parts sushi.
Bruh.
Okay, look, on this point, I have run out of answers to the question of why we are so obsessed with eating human body parts, because with candies shaped like these parts, we might just turn into cannibals very soon. This is without a shred of doubt the all-around grossest entry on the list. Over the course of this video, we've encountered fingers, toes, zits, ass gas, even cremated remains, but body part sushi still manages to top it all. Think about the body part. Name it. Body part sushi has it all. You're not a fingers guy? There are eyes for you to eat. You don't like the nose? Well, here's an ear for you. Dinner served. Introducing Body Parts Candy Sushi featuring chewy eyeball and brain rolls. Wrapped in gummy seaweed and severed fingers, noses and ears gently nestled on little beds of gummy rice. There are 2 feelings children should have towards this particularly grotesque candy meal of body parts. They'd probably be frightened of it, and if not for fear, they would definitely be grossed out by the Body Parts Sushi. Well, if you're feeding this to kids, then it should be for Halloween, because this is straight out of a Frankenstein cookbook. Enjoyed the video? Now watch this one.